Hi there, Pisces. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of January 10th through 16th of 2022. Yeah, so we're just a little bit, into the new year, and it's still pretty fresh and new. Like it doesn't take us long to kind of get used to, that it's now 2022, all that stuff. But it's still feeling pretty fresh. And so it's a really good time to clear old, start new. This is, it could be with habits, depending what it is you feel the need for in your life. It could be just about anything, though, like perspective, clothing, changing anything that you're thinking is not serving you the way you want it to. Now's the time, now's a very good time, energetically, to decide, what part of that is not working for you and what is working or what would work, right? And so then you implement that new. We're not talking about New Year's resolutions. We're talking about true, authentic change within self because you recognize that that's what you need. Okay, one more card to come out and then we'll see what your actual reading is. That was just kind of a pre-bonus kind of thing. All right, so let's see what it is exactly that your angels want you to know for this week, January 10 to 16. Okay, one more card, angels. One more card, angels. Okay. Nope, still not it. We'll just be patient then, won't we? Because we don't get a choice in that. All right. There it is. And it flung right out. Okay. All right. So, yeah, this looks pretty good. Cooperation instead of competition. So, there's somebody who is kind of like in your new life, is what they're saying. Somebody in your new life. So you have changed a whole bunch of stuff recently. You've shifted things. You've started a new job. Maybe you've moved to a new area, something like that. It's different for everybody, but in your new life. So think about that. Some parts of your life are still, the continuation of what you had before. Some parts are new. So in your new life, there is someone who your first instinct is to think of them as competition, but they're not. No, so you can relax about that. It's that's an old trigger thing for you. It doesn't really have anything to do with what the other person thinks. It's kind of a knee-jerk reaction. You haven't even thought about it. You're just automatically thinking that they're competition, but they're not. So so think about that everybody is not your competition. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Right? And so so when you think about that, you'll realize that there's nobody who is competition. You are so strong at what you do, and the other person is so strong at what they do, and some of that is overlapping. No problem. You can both be excellent at the same thing. It's how it goes. And once you realize that there's no other person in your life who is your competition, you will allow yourself to open more and to be, friendlier to begin with, right? And to be more receptive also to friendly overtures. Because you'll realize that there's no competition there. Okay? So friendships are going to form from this. Let yourself do that. It's all good. Okay? So there's it almost feels like kind of the same topic almost in your new life. There's some recognition coming for you, coming very soon for you, because this is, in your new life, these people don't know you all that well yet, or they haven't known you for all that long. And so they're still discovering all your strengths. So there's things that you're doing just as a matter of course. There's nothing you need to do special about this or extra. You just have to be yourself and do things the way you do things. And people are noticing. Even if that recognition is not, out loud in front of other people, it's being noticed how you are and how strong you are at that and how skilled you are. And so you can feel pretty comfortable just being your own self all day, every day. Be your true, authentic self because that's what is needed. And that's what is easiest for you to be. And I know that, sometimes it's not easiest to be yourself. Sometimes it's easiest to go along with what's happening in your immediate vicinity. But that's not true right now. Right now, it's easiest to just be your own self, refuse to put on any masks or opinions that are not actually yours. Be authentic, be your true self. It's noticed and it's valued. You are valued. Okay? Let yourself embrace that. It's like it's like you haven't been valued for quite a while. Like it has happened in the past, but not recently, right? And so now it's happening again, and it's something for you to step into again. And it's almost like you've forgotten what it feels like, how warm and fuzzy it feels. And so that is definitely here for you, that you can just relax into being your own self. It's an amazing feeling that they're giving me. Feels good, really good. Okay, and so donations, tithing, and charitable work. It's a give and receive balance. So it feels like recently you've been able to receive again, where you hadn't maybe been for a while. There was something off in your energy or in your something. It feels like it was maybe finances, but it could be other things as well. And so now things have improved greatly for you in your personal circumstances. And it's time to notice where, it's this balance of giving and receiving. And so because things are now coming to you again, you are receiving a lot. And it feels divine and amazing and warm and just so prosperous, and so thankful about that and so relieved about that, right? It's time to make some donations, to do some tithing, which is charitable giving, right? Or donating of your time, your energy, your effort, in order to balance out your giving and receiving ratios so that things can continue to come to you. Do you see that? It's an energy flow and exchange. As you give some away, that makes room now for more to come to you. And it's an energetic thing. It's the more generous you are, the more there is available to come to you. It feels so good. This whole reading is such a feel-good thing for you. It's like you're finally home, like you're finally feeling like, oh my gosh, it was hard for a while there. It was really hard for a while there. And now I'm all emotional because now it's like things are they're fully ripening. They're coming full circle. Your completion. It feels very much like completion, like like now the good stuff is all coming to you, and you get to feel like you're really where you need to be, and exactly where you are meant to be, are destined to be. And you haven't felt like that for quite a while. It feels so good. So good. Okay. All right. Now, okay, let's go here next. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. Yeah. You know, we've been getting this message for you for a few readings now already, and it's continuing. So, you know, at the beginning, I think it was like a little bit was lifted, but you couldn't fully trust it yet because you were just getting to the end of your kind of your low time, right? And then, you know, more was lifted and more was lifted. And now you're getting to the point where you can actually believe that this is lasting change. And so that makes it so that you can truly see that your obstacles are gone. There might be tiny things, but honestly, don't make mountains out of them. They are more molehills. Oh boy, I'm stumbling on my words here, but you understand what I mean. Make sure that when there is a small obstacle, something that's easy to go around or resolve or step over, that you let it be small, right? Because it truly is small. They're not showing me any big obstacles at all. They're showing me you being joyful and laughing a lot and enjoying your life. And so let it stay that way. When a tiny thing comes up in front of you, make sure you treat it like a tiny thing. Okay, this is so awesome. And so, it's to block out distractions, spend quiet time alone so that you can focus on your priorities. Yeah, it's like a bit of a retreat time. So it's kind of, it feels like, it's more balance in a different way. It's that now that you are realizing, now that you're getting so that you can trust that this beautiful goodness that's come to you is here to stay, now you can take a breath and you can relax. You can focus on that goodness. You can reset, kind of, so that you're no longer bracing against the next bad news. That's how that feels. To block out distractions, spend quiet time alone so that you can focus on your priorities. Yeah, so your priorities are to continue to feel good and do whatever it is that brings that for you. Very nice. And it's time, once you've spent that quiet time, you will know more clearly what you truly think and feel about things. Instead of just saying what you've been saying for a while, because things have changed for you, you're feeling much better. And so there's no need to keep saying those old things. They are old, they're outdated. They're no longer current. And so expressing your inner truth is different now than it was a month ago. You have to keep up. And so, this can be the spoken word. This can be creative projects that you're working on. This can be setting boundaries and keeping them, enforcing them. This can be cooking again. Not sure who needed to say that, but they needed me to say that, or needed to hear that, but they needed me to say it out loud. That can be cooking again and enjoying it, liking the food you're creating for yourself, nourishing yourself, right? Express your inner truth. So in whatever way that feels authentic to you, do that. Okay. All right, so now we have the daily guidance cards, and we'll get one last bit of wisdom from your angels, your guides, your divine guidance. One, no, not that one. We'll keep going until we get the right one. There it is. Okay. Ask. Your angels say they are right beside you the whole time. They never leave you. When you are looking for help, when there's something you have questions about or you're struggling with, talk to them. Ask them for help. They can't intervene because we are human and we have free will. They cannot intervene until we ask. Yeah. So get in the habit of asking all the time. Good morning, angels. Thanks so much for being with me. I'm asking you for to facilitate a beautiful, amazing day for me with good food and lots of motivation and energy and whatever else it is that you want. Ask. Okay. All right. Pisces, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you immensely. And I love you. And I'll see you next week.